Hello, everybody. Today, welcome to lesson 3 of the full Python beginner course. Today, we're going to be learning ifs and inputs. So, what are they? So, let's open Visual Studio Code. As you know, you won't see me. So, at first, let's just open the folder, full Python course, which is what I named it. Now, we're not going to be using this file today, so let's just click the plus and let's name it full Python course lesson 3.py. Okay, there we go. So, to get started, we're going to be learning inputs first. So, what is an input? An input is, as you know, we learn variables. So if we want to type a equals 0 like this, but it's supposed to be a string, then we're going to be doing, and another way to do this is a equals input. Now, what is this going to do? It's not going to make it assign 0. It's not. But see, it gives us a little thingy so we can actually type. Inside the input, you can place like enter number and then two things. And there we go. So let's just run it once again. So there we go. It says enter number. So right here, we're supposed to enter something, and we can't enter anything. So we can just enter 0. So now here, A is going to be equal to 0, but in string. Input is always a string. So when we type 0 here, it's going to be the same as this. If we want to turn it into an integer like this, then we have to put int around the input. So only then it's going to turn into an integer. So now if we type 0, it's still going to do nothing. But it's going to be like this. Okay? But if we type a word here like hello, it will give us an error because we can't put string, we can't turn a string into an int. We can turn an int into a string, but not a string into an int. We could turn string into an int, but only if it's a number, not a word. So, So basically, as you know, so let's just erase everything that's here, which I'm just going to make a new file. So basically here, what do we do first? There is, same thing, there's a box, and it's A, but the user can type anything. So the user is you. So the user can literally type anything, and that's going to go in here. Okay, so that's basically what a string is. Input is. So let's move on back here, and let's type like a equals input, just input, and like inside it into string. Okay, into string. Enter anything, and then like that. Then we're gonna just put enter anything like hello, and then hello is gonna be that A. So A equals hello. Now if we do print A, whatever you put here like hello, it will print hello on the bottom line. Let's run it again. If we print like this, it's gonna print that. Whatever you put in there will print it. Okay, so that's an input. Now what is an if? An if is when we want to check. For example, let's say A equals 0, right? And we want to check if is A equal to 0. Remember what we said in lesson 2. It always has to be double when we said ifs and whiles. It always has to be double, not one, or else it will not work. Now, after we check that, we want to put two things. these on, and then we can like say print like yes. Okay, let's see what this does. It printed yes, but why? Why did it print yes? Because it actually, so let's just open our Pinta, which is just a drawing thing. I just use it. So let's take it and so let's say we have A, right? And that's going to be equal to 0, okay? Now, A, 0 could be, so let's just say A equals to 0. It kind of looks smiley, but don't worry, that's an equals. So now we're going to check an if. Oh my god, this is going all wrong. No! So hold on 1 second. Okay, there we go. So for example, A equals 0, and we all have two choices, 1 and 2. We're going to mark them as boxes, okay? In each box, we're going to say, here there's going to be print yes and print no, okay? Now, there's going to be two things that we can do. We can either, and there's going to be a check. So let's just say there's like a checker, like a person standing, and it's going to check. Like you have luggage, and it's going to check, do you have this? Do you have any glass bottles or firearms? It's going to say, if it's no, then it's going to go this path. If it's yes, then it's going to go this path. And it's going to print yes. If no, it's going to print no. So so the same with A. So A equals 0. I'm really bad at drawing. But A equals 0. So our text will be, is A 0? Is A equal to 0? That's what we're doing right here. Is A equal to 0? So if it is, it's going to go here. So let's just say this is going to be the yes path if it's true. But if it's not, it's just going to do nothing. So that's not true. So if it's true, it's going to print yes, which is what it does here. And if it's not true, it's going to go here. That's what an if is. Just saying, this is an if. So right here in this program, we don't have to know. But why? So if A is not equal to 0, it won't print anything. It just won't. Because we don't have a print. And look at that. A does not equal to 0. So it just skips this if. Now, if you want to do that A is equal to anything else, we just put else. It basically means if this is not true, that means this is just going to go to this. Whatever is A is just going to print it, okay? So here we're just going to do print no. Just no. So that's where the no comes in. So it's if else. Okay? So there we go. No. And then if we put a 0 in here, we put a yes. Now, let's put an input here. Okay? And let's check enter number. Okay. So now this is, so let's check. Let's check 0 first. No. But why is it no? Because look at this. Input, remember, it always does string. But here we're checking for an int 0. So if we want to fix this, we can either make this a 0 like that, and it will work. See? Yes. Or we can make this an int like this. There we go. So this will also work. See, 0, yes. So they both work, and that is how to put input and ifs together. But what if we want to do another if inside an if? So, for example, if this is not true, it goes to another if, and if that if is not true, it just goes to the else. So to do that, we have to type, so let's just erase the else for now, and right after it, but on the bottom, we're going to put elif. And then after that, elif is just a normal if, but it goes after this one. So if this one is not true, then it goes here. So let's just say here we print a equal a is 0 here, then elif a is 1. What is a1? Then we're going to print a is 1, okay? And then just else print a is not 1 or 0, okay? So now we'll just run that, and let's test 0. So if it tests 0, then it goes here. Oh, it's true. That means it's just gonna go here, but then it's gonna skip all of these after and just go to the end of the program. Now, let's check if a is 1. So enter number 1. A is 1. And how does this work? If that, oh, that's not true. Let's go to the elif. Is a 1? Yes, it is. So that means it's going to go here, print a is 1. There we go, just what it did. And then just goes out and finishes the program. Now let's check 2. There we go. A is not 1 or 0. Because it tried this. Oh, it's not 0. Let's go to the elif. Oh, this is also not 1. So let's go to the else. Oh, it is not 0, 1. So that means that's it. I'm just going to go to the else and just print this. A is not 1 or 0. So that's what it just printed. So that is elif, if, and that. That is going to be it for our third lesson. And we are done for today. So, see ya!